It's 1911 and China is led by the 6-year-old Emperor Puyi. So in other words, his Regency Council is calling the shots. In the past years, the Qing Empire has attempted to modernize, but that has borne little to no fruit. Their newest idea for success is the nationalization of all railway lines in China to give control to foreign banks, completely screwing over the locally made lines. You see, at this point in history, China has been carved up into spheres of influence, and railways would be a great way to solidify that control and hopefully invite foreign capital into the country. Many were against this, especially in Hubei, where elements of the new army began an uprising against the Qing government, taking control of Hubei and urging other provinces to follow suit. This would be the Wuchang Uprising, the spark that ignited the Xinhai Revolution. Many of the provinces in central and south China would follow suit under Tongmunhai influence. Tibet would expel all Chinese government officials from their country and declare independence, and with help of the Russians, the Mongolians would as well. Sun Yat-sen would be nominated as the provisional president of the republic. By late 1911, Wuchang and Hanyang would fall back into Qing control, as the Beiyang army under Prime Minister Yuan Shikai was much larger and better equipped versus the divided revolutionaries. However, in December, the revolutionaries managed to capture Nanjing, and later that month a conference between the two sides, under foreign mediation, was held to discuss what would occur next. A deal was struck that Yuan Shikai would force Puyi to abdicate peacefully. In return, he would become the new president of the republic, ousting Sun Yat-sen. The new republic would adopt the 5 races under one union flag representing the 5 major groups in the country. The red represented the Han Chinese, the yellow represented the Manchus, the blue for the Mongols, the white for the Muslims or Hui, and the black for Tibetans. The capital of the new republic would, however, be moved from Nanjing to Peking. Now the power of the new government lay with the Beiyang warlords and their army. Yuan Shikai, however, did not share the republican beliefs like the provisional president before him, and soon the republic would become an autocracy. Several times when the KMT would get majority votes, the outcome would be ignored, and his opponent in parliament was then assassinated, most likely under his orders. Sun Yat-sen attempted to save the republic in 1913 with a second revolution, but this was crushed by the superior Beiyang army. Yuan would then dissolve the National Assembly entirely and replace it with a compact that gave him Seeing where this trend is going, you could probably see what's going to happen next. Yuan would create a monarchist movement that wished that he'd take the throne, as the Chinese were used to authoritarian rule. He humbly accepted and was declared the Hongshan Emperor. Many were extremely displeased with this cause of action, and the National Protection War began. The war would begin when Kai Yi and Tang Jiao declared the province of Yunnan independent from the newly formed Chinese Empire. They formed the National Protection Army and embarked on a northern expedition, so to speak. Yuan's troops would suffer defeat in Sichuan province, and Guangxi and Guizhou would also declare independence. By March 1916, Guangdong, Shandong, Hunan, Shanxi, Jiangxi, and Jiangsu would also declare independence. At this point, due to the mounting pressure and the infighting in his government, Yuan Shikai would abdicate, and seeing as he royally screwed up, he decided to die not soon after. The campaign was a success and the republic was declared restored, but now the many warlords held the real power and China fractured again. And so begins the Warlord Era. Things are about to get interesting.